So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Come on in, man. What a fun week this has been. And hanging out on YouTube all week long. I've never done this before. I've never recorded 5 shows in a row for the podcast and put them on video at the same time. Not individually, but together, all in one shot. If you want to check it out, just go to youtube.com/dailyboost podcast and you'll find it there. Today, a couple of questions. Only 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I lied. It's 4. I don't edit. It's good enough, which we'll talk about later on in the week. 4 questions. If you want to clarify something, get somebody's attention, get your own attention, understand what you're really going to be doing. 4 questions you should be asking before you do anything. Clarify and filter things for you. It is the Daily Boost podcast from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Positive in the way that we're going to be upbeat, we're always going to be charging forward. I'm never going to be down very long, although I was down a little bit last night, I have to admit. Yeah. It's like 8:45. And I get an emergency text on the emergency text thing. Something's wrong with the website. It's broken. I said, yeah, but there's people that fix that kind of stuff. Yeah, but nobody's answering. Nobody can fix it. I'm like, oh, man. So I stayed up till about 10 o'clock fixing it. And it took so long because I haven't done that in years. I didn't know how to do it. So I was grouchy. I wasn't feeling really good. But, I said, okay, fine. We just deal with it. Just go with it. Wake up in the morning, do it again. And that's the boost. So it's looking at life for what it is and making lemons out of lemonade, if you will. 4 questions before you begin anything. So everybody has dreams. You have dreams, ambitions, desires, things you want to do. Daydreams. You have dreams in your sleep. You dream, you wish for the future. Hard to do sometimes. You ever find it's kind of hard to imagine the future? It is. It's easier to think about the past. It's always there, isn't it? It's hard to think about the present, too, because, we're not in the moment. But man, we can think about the past so easily, can't we? But to imagine the future, if you don't make an effort to think forward, if you don't learn to lean forward in what you want to do, if you can't create an image and a visualization of what that's supposed to be, you're going to be stuck. Hard to do, though. And I want you to move forward. I've always believed that your dreams are or just, goals that haven't made it yet. They just have to be nurtured. I've also believed that, your dreams are really who you are as you're dreaming at night or daydreaming, what you're thinking about. When your brain's in default mode, in other words, when you're not focused on anything, your brain's just kind of, it's in neutral. That's stuff you think about when you're neutral. Because we all know the ideas you come up with in the shower or when you're taking a walk in the woods, things like that. Whenever you do that, we always know that that's the place that the best ideas come. So we're nurturing those dreams into goals, and then their actions and all that stuff that we talk about all the time is how we get there. That's how they become real. But how do you know if the voice speaking to your heart is going to lead you in the right direction? That's probably the scariest part, isn't it? You don't know what you don't know, so you don't know how to do it. And by the way, if you haven't admitted that you don't know what you don't know, you might want to think about that. But it's scary. We don't know. Again, hard to dream forward in the future. It's hard to stay positive about it when you're scared to death, and I think you should be scared. I think whatever dream you have, whatever goal you have should be comforting in a big way and exciting in a big way, but it should scare you a little bit too. I stumbled a client yesterday because I said, your big-ass goals were not big enough. And when we finally talked about it a little bit and I kind of exploded them and expanded and made them bigger and bigger and bigger, he literally said to me these words, because that scares me, man. I said, good, we got there. Impossible is the way. It is. And even though we don't know exactly how it's going to happen, how we're going to get there, it feels impossible, but somewhat exciting and a little bit scary. That's the way. So Brant Pinvidic's book, sorry, Brant, if I can't say your name, he taught me in broadcast school a long time ago. If you can't pronounce something, say it slowly. I'm not sure it helps, but that's what I learned. He wrote a book called The 3-Minute Rule, and it has 4 questions that will help you to kind of clarify things. Now, again, let's go back and set this up for you. He was a guy that pitched movies to people that paid to make movies, big studios. He pitched them to the studios to get them made. Now, these people do this all day long. It's a process that it's conference rooms and boom, 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 boom. I guess it's still that way. That's what it used to be. But it's one deal after another, after another, after another. They're looking for the thing that they want to make. And so when you come in there, your thing has to stand out. Now, before I take the next step into this, I want to tell you that whatever you're doing, if it's a goal, if you want to get a new job, if you're not making movies, you're doing something else, you're just living life, whatever that happens to be, this will apply to you as well. So get out a journal, write this stuff down, or maybe get a Post-it note and staple it to somebody's head. Like if you like your wife and you like to look at her, staple it to her forehead. That way, when you see her and you think about how much you love your wife, then you can see these 4 things and you can remember to do them. Might not be a good idea. Don't use a stapler. Use a sticky thing. Number 1, what is it? Do you understand precisely what you want? It's what you want, and it's okay to want whatever you want. If you're pitching to somebody, do you understand what they want? Do you understand precisely what it is? Now, the first rule of getting what you want, they say, is taking action. It's not. If you go back to Stoics about 2,300 years ago, the first rule prior to that is clarity. Because it makes no sense to take action until you're clear about what you want. It is the number 1 stumbling block. How many times have you felt that way? I just can't figure out what I want. I know I have to change. I just don't know how. I don't know what. I know, it's hard. But that is the answer. You'll get it if you pay attention. You'll get it. You just have to pay attention long enough and try long enough and just grind it out a little bit. It'll come to you, I promise that. But you need to know what it is. What are you doing? Precisely, what is that? Don't start until you get that. Number 2, how does it work? How will you go about reaching your goal? What will likely be the outcome of that goal? So you have to know what it is, yes. You also have to know how it works. How are you going to do it? It's scary when you don't know how you're going to do it. Remember, what's first, how follows, and why follows that. Once you know what you want to do and kind of how you're going to do it, then you get excited. You get your why, your purpose kicks in, and off you go. That outcome is a pretty juicy thing you want to go get, isn't it? Number 3, can you do it? I run into this a lot with my clients, people who talk to me. And they've got big dreams. And I'm kind of reading between the lines thinking, well, yeah, but they've never done it before. They don't have the resources. How are they going to pull this off? Do they know I think they can do it, but they know there's a few steps here. So can you do it? Is your plan reasonable? Do you have the time and the skills and the money? I promise you, if you're in business and you're pitching something to somebody, that person is thinking, well, I like the idea, but can they get it done? It's like buying a house. If you've ever sold a house and you have a buyer, which buyer do you want? You want the one that's going to get through the entire process and get to the closing table and give you a check. You don't want just the enthusiastic ones that maybe you're not going to get there. So what is it? How does it work? Can you do it? And there's one more. Are you sure? Are you confident that you could achieve your goal if you're willing to put in the effort? Are you sure? Why would you start if you're not sure? Because you know what's going to happen. If you're not sure, you're not 100% confident, are you going to make it? Probably not, because it's going to get difficult. If you have the big stuff you're going after, it's going to scare you a little bit, and you're going to have to be sure you can go at it. You have to be sure at least anything, you're going to grind it through and figure it out and get there. You got to be sure about that. Are you sure? What is it? How does it work? Can you do it? Are you sure? So use these when something is holding you back. You've got a pitch today, meet a girl, meet a guy, kind of ask for a date or something. I don't know if you do that. Do you do that in person anymore? I guess you probably still can. That's the way I like it, by the way. Not that I meet a lot of women, but, just saying. Use it when something is holding you back, I promise. The clarity you are seeking is just around the corner, but you got to filter it out. Almost everything we're doing that stops you is simply because you haven't filtered it properly, and you need to get real clear on it. Tomorrow, 4 steps to getting what you want. 4 steps today, 4 steps tomorrow. It's kind of crazy, all this stuff going on. But you know what? It's gonna make a big difference for you, and you're going to get what you want after tomorrow's show. I'll see you at Facebook. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. Come on over. It's a private group. Ask to join, answer my simple questions. Come on in and get to know the gang. I'll see you tomorrow.